Hi. This week, we are talking about how to survive the holidays financially. All right. Now, let me give you a disclaimer. First of all, I am not a financial expert. And as a matter of fact, we are working through this together. These are some things that I personally am still working through. Me and my husband are still working through. But at the same time, I recognize that there is definitely a stress and a strain on the finances during the holiday season. So, actually, if you're a financial expert and you listening to this, feel free. Put something in the chat, give us some tips, give us some tricks. I'm just going to tell you what I got, what I'm trying to work through, what our household is trying to implement, and, we'll go from there. All right, y'all. So, how to survive the holidays financially. Yes, yes. Of course, it's a time of year. Everyone is doing all the things. Everyone wants to do all the things, and you've got family coming in town, friends that you want to hang out with, kids you're trying to provide for, give gifts for, create memories with, all the things. All right. But there is a better way. So, we're going to talk about 3 ways that you can survive the holidays financially. The first one, let's talk about planning ahead. All right. And you hear, at least I've heard many times when you're working on your monthly budget, you've got those monthly expenses, and then you've got those, expenses that pop up. You've got those annual expenses, whether it's summer vacation or Christmas holidays, and so all that to say, this is one of those annual expenses that I don't think I know I'm personally guilty of not always thinking about until it's time, but we need to get better, and we can get better at planning ahead. So there is a possibility or a way, finding a way to budget throughout the year for the holidays. If that's putting away $20 a month, $50 a month, or whatever, so that you are not caught off guard when, October, November, December comes up and you're like, oh, snap. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. I want to get this. I want to get that. And I'm dealing with the same monthly budget that I've been dealing with all year round. So plan ahead, budget throughout the year, set aside an allotted amount and stick to it. Ways you can stick to it, I would say cash only. Using cash only, creating a separate account that you're pulling from for those funds only so that it doesn't dip into anything else. And then one thing that I am also trying to get better at personally is buying gifts throughout the year. Of course, we all know that, right after the holidays, everything goes on sale. So that may be a good time to get gifts if you're not too broke by then, if you're not in debt from the holidays. That's a great time to get it. The summertime months are another great time to look at getting gifts. And then of course there are a lot of Black Friday deals that pop up around Thanksgiving or in November. So plan ahead. All right. Another tip or another thing that I personally am trying to focus on around the holidays is focusing on presence over presence. All right. So if you're listening to me versus seeing this video, presence CE versus presence TS. All right. And really, especially as we live life longer and we really start to realize just the importance of relationships and the people in our lives, it's that's more important than any tangible gift we can give to anyone else. Now, I'm not saying that's a reason to be cheap. I'm not saying that's a reason to be the one that always shows up with nothing in hand. What I am saying is, if you want to have or host a get together, there's nothing wrong with bringing some flowers and letting that be it. That's your contribution to that household for the holidays, or a nice bottle of wine, whatever it is that you want to contribute to that gathering, contribute to that gathering. But don't feel like, okay, I'm going to this Christmas party, I got to get every single person a gift. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, you don't. You want to focus on being around the people, enjoying their presence over counting how many gifts you have to get someone. All right. So focus on spending time with others rather than giving gifts. That is key. And then I would say the third thing that I want to talk about, which I feel like is most important of all, is practicing contentment. It can be very easy for us, especially around the holidays, to compare ourselves to others. Well, so and so's doing this, or so and so's going there, or so and so got this gift, or did you see what they posted online, or what their picture, their family picture looks like? I mean, wow, comparison is, yeah, the thief of joy. So we want to focus on practicing contentment, because at the end of the day, each and every one of us have a lot to be grateful for. And that's what this time of year is about. It's really celebrating gratitude. It's really operating and exercising the gift of gratitude. If we have to write down a list of what we're grateful for, if we have to take time out of our day to, say I love you to, spouses, to children, to aunts, to uncles, to parents, whatever. But we want to make sure that we are focusing on gratitude and we are celebrating what we have instead of looking at what we don't have. All right. So, again, like I said, I am not a financial expert, but these are some tips that I have found to help me to effectively survive the holidays. And I hope that they help you as well. Again, if you have other thoughts or ideas that you want to share on how we all can be more effective in surviving the holidays financially, then put it on in the chat and let us know. All right, you all. So, again, recapping, we want to plan ahead, at least to the very best of our ability. We want to focus on presents that ends with a CE versus presents that end with a TS. All right. And then third and final, but definitely not least, we want to practice contentment. All right. Just a few tips on how we can survive the holidays financially. All right. I'll see y'all next time.